Yesterday, I don't think I've ever been like as irritated as I was yesterday.
That's what I said. Being stuck on a plane for 17 hours, you just get irritated.
We are in Orlando. I didn't have time to say hello, give you guys a proper intro when we were in Boston. Had a lot of moving parts going on when we were in Boston. We ended up getting delayed for like 3 hours. Anyways, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris. I document the life of a flight attendant, the life of an Army National Guard soldier, and I try to give you guys tips and tricks on living a lifestyle while always on the go and living healthy, and kind of give you an insight on what to expect if you're going to be a flight attendant or if you're going to be an Army National Guard soldier. But today we have a really busy day. This is a 4-day trip. Today is a 12-hour day, but it's looking like it's going to be probably a 17-hour day because of the delay. So driving into Boston this morning, it was super icy, a lot of black ice. Wasn't white ice, it was black ice. I don't know if you guys have seen that Key and Peele skit. Today what we did Boston to Orlando. We're doing Orlando back to Boston. Once we get to Boston, we're gonna be flying down to West Palm Beach for the night. We're supposed to get in at 5 o'clock. Now we're projected to get in at like 8:30 p.m. If you guys are wondering, you get paid ground hold pay. So since we were on the ground for like a couple hours, we're gonna get a couple hours of ground hold pay because of that delay. We had a pretty good set of passengers on the way down here. They're all super nice, all understanding. It was a weather delay. There was no technical delay because of the aircraft, so everything went good.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah,
so I'm working in the back of the aircraft as well. It's kind of like the same thing with the 32 Modified. It's like tight quarters, and they decided to throw an extra bathroom back there, so it's like even worse than the 32 Modified. Sorry about that, brother. Crew is a little bit shy. Maybe I'll warm them up to hopping on the camera, but until then, it's just gonna be me, and then you'll see Shanley later. If you're wondering what the back of the 321 looks like, we get a bathroom right here. You walk back here, you get a bathroom there, another one there. This is like the seat where you eat your food, and then this is like the work area. Well, that was an eventful flight. We ended up having a guy that ended up having like a drooping face on one side of his face. So it kind of looked like he was having a stroke. We were getting ready to do service. Like we just probably on the plane for like 40 minutes. At this point, we were in the air for 40 minutes. And the call button went off, so I went and checked on him. And like the guy's facing his wife. I'm like, hey, do you guys need anything right now? And like he like immediately turns over to me, and like his face was just like drooped. So I immediately called for the medical team to call the pilots. So called the F1 called the pilots, and then like we had this whole procedure. And luckily we had a nurse that was going to the bathroom back there. So the nurse ended up doing like a stroke test on the guy. The guy ended up like clearing on the stroke test. He said it was really stress, anxiety. We almost ended up having to divert though. For like the whole hour and a half we didn't get to do service, and then we knocked out service, everything. The guy ended up feeling better. Towards the end of the flight we gave him some oxygen. And then we had somebody puke on the plane. We had an overhead bin break. But this has been a very eventful day, long day. Right now we're blocked at 16 hours and 5 minutes, which means we technically can call to crew services for tomorrow to see if they'll deadhead us back to JFK instead of working the flight. But we are currently waiting for them to clean the puke, put a new seatbelt on, fix the overhead bin, restore our POB, our portable oxygen bottle. The biohazard kit needs to be fixed. So we're waiting, so I'm gonna eat some food and kind of enjoy this downtime. I'm exhausted. I went to bed at like 10 p.m. last night, woke up at like 2:30. So I got about 4.5 hours of sleep, and we're going on like a 16-hour workday, so it's long. It's some bad weather out there. Whew. Alright, days like today are days where you kind of hate the industry. I'm not saying I hate the job. I'm just saying like Days like this, it's kind of like having a bad day at work. See, I reported at 4:45 and my day ended at, it's saying 9:23. 16 hours and 53 minutes total, but I was paid for 11 hours and 50 minutes. The day went over 16 hours. We need to have 9 hours of rest. What that means is it kind of bumped into our trip tomorrow, which is one flight to JFK. So what they ended up doing was removing us from our original pairing, so we're not working the trip tomorrow. We're going to deadhead on our flight at 10 o'clock to go to New York, and then when you deadhead, you fly as a passenger if you didn't know, and then you get paid your normal hourly rate. But it's 10:45 p.m. right now. I'm gonna sit back, relax, enjoy my bubbly. I got some rice, 120 grams, I think I did 100 grams, 100 grams of white rice in here with 3 ounces of turkey burger. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow for the deadhead. Right, good morning guys. This is Kaylee.
Hi.
She's the F1, so she's making some pay, but she's also dealing
Not nearly
with
enough.
a lot of stuff this trip so far.
Yeah.
But that was just day one. But we're at the airport now. We're just waiting to get on the plane. Our plane was actually delayed, and we're deadheading today. But I got a Starbucks, Buc-ee's, she got a Buc-ee's too, chairs. But yeah, so this trip so far has kind of turned out to be like one of those trips where like everything just seems to go wrong. But I mean, we're getting in, we're making it to our destinations, but things are getting delayed, and that's just kind of part of the job. So like when you get this job, like you can get mad. Like yesterday, I don't think I've ever been like as irritated as I was yesterday.
That's what I said. Being stuck on a plane for 17 hours, you just get irritated.
Yeah, it's like you're stuck in a tube full of germs. You're dealing with 200
Little
like
kids throwing up.
yeah, every flight we had somebody throwing up. Almost had some guy having a stroke. Probably had a mini stroke. We don't know. He needs to go to the hospital, that's for sure. But yeah, no one should be stuck on a plane for like 17 hours, and we were, and it was the same one. But it's just part of the job, and if you guys are interested in doing this job, and if you're not in the industry, you're gonna be prepared to like do things like this and not get paid the amount that you want to get paid. But things are hopefully going to be put into effect in the future with things coming into play for the company. So we're super excited to see if that goes through. And
yeah, it would be less annoying if we got paid
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
appropriately.
we made it through.
You learn to get self-aware of like when you're good, like I'm very good about being self-aware, and I know when I'm gonna say something I probably shouldn't, and I just take a deep breath and I have to walk away. Like I came to the back a lot yesterday and just had to breathe,
That's
or I'd be fired. So yeah.
Because you're so you're like at the face of the company. It's kind of like anything you do, even like outside of work, and like if you post about working for the company, then anything you do outside the company, even if you're not in uniform, could get you in trouble. And
it actually just happened to one of our crew members. Someone screenshotted her Instagram and emailed the company and said, "This is who you have working for your company," and she wasn't in uniform. It was just her like dancing on Instagram. But it had nothing to do with the company. She wasn't in uniform. She was like at home.
See, that's unfortunate. There are a lot of petty people out there.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters, yeah, so just waiting for somebody to screenshot my stuff and send my stuff in, I guess. Please don't do that. That's not nice. Once we're in New York, we'll see Shanley, so see you guys in a bit.
You from YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
You doing a documentary?
Documentary, yes. Alright guys, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour of the Neo. We're on the Neo, we get the deadhead on the Neo, so let's check this out. So I guess mid-cabin they got like a pantry. Do you wanna get by? Or do you wanna check it? Boom. Snacks. Cool. And a bathroom mid-cabin. You guys hear that?
I know, right? 40, huh?
With some Borden music. Nice.
Yeah, turn on.
Alright guys, we made it to the hotel room. I haven't stayed at this hotel yet, and I'm really liking it. Very nice. They have a really good selection of food. So Shanley and I, in case I haven't shown you guys Shanley yet, baby came and visited me again. So that's like a perk of working for the same airline. So if you didn't know, I got accepted a job with American Airlines and Jetblue, but Shanley only got Jetblue. Now they pay a lot more, but there was like a limited guarantee that we'd have the same base, and the whole purpose of getting this job was to travel together. If you guys are thinking about joining the industry, or you know someone in the industry and you're dating someone but you get a job offer in another airline industry, just remember that it won't be as easy to travel or do these things as it is for Shanley and I. So this is like a perk of the job. She flew in from Boston, she met us, hopped in the ride with us. Now we're at the hotel, and yeah, the flight was nice, crew was nice. A couple people said they watched my video, so pretty pumped about that. So thank you for your support. They were a JFK based crew, and we got to fly on the new Neo aircraft. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour of the room because I haven't been here yet. So cool thing is, there's actually like a bunch of food locations like near the hotel. Downstairs wasn't open. The food or dinner spot opens up at 5 p.m. It's only like 2:30 p.m. So there's a place called the Hudson Market. It's like 100 meters from the hotel. So if you guys ever are in New York and you might be near the Hudson Market and you're looking for like some good food, we ended up getting, she got the spicy chicken BLT. Comes with a pickle, some chips. We got a big jug of water. She also got a pina colada smoothie. I got the buffalo chicken sandwich, chips, pickles, and then we got a buffalo chicken salad to split. Then I got a blueberry, strawberry, and banana smoothie. As you can tell, we are hungry. Alrighty, good morning guys, good morning. So we had a nice little stay in New York. The hotel that we ended up staying at is like super nice. It's right across the street is a Planet Fitness. Although I didn't go to Planet Fitness, I ended up working out downstairs in the gym at the hotel, which was perfectly fine. It's just some cardio, stretching, like I told you guys, is like my main focus right now because my body's super tight. But we're on the plane. We're doing JFK to Tampa. We're doing one flight today and then we're done. We should be in Tampa by 10:30 a.m. And then we get the whole day, and then we get a 7:10 a.m. report tomorrow. And yeah, it's always nice to be able to have your loved one travel with you. So it just makes the job that much easier dating someone in the airline industry, because you have that luxury of just hopping on a flight and then going to that layover to spend time with them. And anytime we get together is always cherished time, so it's always nice to just be able to spend time with someone that you love. And without this job we wouldn't be able to do that, or we'd just be working a Monday to Friday 9 to 5, which we don't want to do. So the hotel in Tampa, I didn't tell you guys, but I left my AirPods there. I had really nice AirPods that I bought myself as like a present this year, and I ended up leaving my AirPods there. And then I guess I didn't know AirPods had Find My location on them, so I checked and I found out they were at the hotel. So I called the hotel and they said they're not there, they couldn't find them and whatnot. And I've been tracking the AirPods. Last night I was all pumped because I was gonna be able to get to the hotel, and once you're in range of the AirPods, you can ping them. So it had a pendant ping, as you can see here. And last night they ended up just disappearing. So I contacted Apple about it, let them know. I bought the warranty and stuff, and they told me in order to buy a new pair of AirPods, I had to pay $277. When you can buy a whole new set for $249 because I bought the insurance. So it doesn't make sense to buy the insurance. I don't know, kind of annoying, but I asked the lady why the AirPods probably disappeared from my Find My app, and she said that it's most likely possible that somebody found them and paired them to their phone and they can't track them from there. So it kind of stinks, kind of down about that, but we're gonna go to the hotel. We're gonna try and do some research. Made it to the hotel. It is about, it's 3:11. We got here at like, I wanna say 11. Yeah, I'm still in uniform. Reason being so is because I've been like sending emails, trying to figure out where my AirPods were, and no one seemed to know where they were, or they said they never found them. I even had like a crew search the room, ask housekeeping when I left, and they said that nope, they didn't have a sign of the AirPods at all. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send the manager of the hotel an email. So I sent the manager an email, and then 15 minutes later, I'm not even kidding you, 15 minutes later, I got a call from housekeeping or lost and found that they found my AirPods. AirPods are here. Now, honest review of the AirPods, I don't like that they pop out. Sound quality is great. The noise canceling is great. But like, I constantly find myself having to like press them in, and sometimes when I'm working out, like I'll bend over and they'll pop out. Kind of an annoying feature of them. If you guys didn't know, they have the Find My locations in them. So if you do connect them to your phone, they're connected to your like Find My app. So like how you have Find My iPhone, Find My MacBook, stuff like that. So you can find these if you do lose them. So that's kind of like a feature that I really love about these. But anyways, I got my AirPods back, even though they were nowhere to be seen the last week, but they magically appeared today. Kind of sketchy, you know. So lock your valuables up, and don't do what I did. Make sure you double check, triple check before leaving your hotel that you have everything. Silly me. I also purchased some, I didn't know you can get personal belonging insurance, so I paid for that. So I pay like $16 a month. It's gonna cover like all my equipment, my camera, my lenses, my laptop, my AirPods. I just pay a $100 deductible, and it covers up to $5,000 of lost property, which is kind of cool. So I ended up doing that after this whole incident, and luckily I found my AirPods, and let's hope nothing else breaks or gets lost or stolen. Good morning, guys. So I got up at 5:35. It's 6 a.m. right now. What I'm gonna do is eat some breakfast. So since I don't have like a microwave in this room, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go all the way down and hike. It's like super long to get to the microwaver at the lobby. So I made some overnight oats last night. There's some protein powder in there, water, blueberries. I've got some boiled eggs I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat 2 of the eggs, and then I'll throw one of the yolks away. And then I've been really digging these cuties, so I'm gonna eat a cutie. And then I'll put some Cholula on my egg. But we're doing Tampa to Boston, Boston to Fort Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale to Boston. But I ended up getting a message last night around like 11:30 p.m. right before I went to bed about someone wanting to take my tail end swap. Now you're probably like, what's a tail end swap? I'll tell you guys when we get on the plane. What a tail end swap is when at the end of your trip there's a pairing where it's a turn. We're going Tampa to Boston right now. So once we get to Boston, we'll be doing a turn from Fort Lauderdale back to Boston. What you can do is there's these different Facebook pages when you get in the company that you can join, and there's a Boston tail end swap page or a Boston swap drop page where you can swap a front end of a trip. Can you swap the middle of your trip? You can't swap the middle of your trip, so you can do a front end tail swap or a tail end swap. And I did a tail end swap, Julian did a tail end swap, and Joe did a tail end swap. So we're leaving Kaylee behind. Kaylee's gonna be the last one standing on the crew. But once we get to Boston, we're done. And they allowed you to use PTO for it, so paid time off. So I covered those hours with PTO. Or you can UTO it, or if you have plenty of hours, you don't have to do anything. That's what a tail end swap is. You can do that on a front end as well. And once we get to Boston, I'm done. Instead of being done at 9 p.m. tonight, I'm done at 11 a.m. today, which is kind of cool. Do you want to say hi? It's your 3rd time on the video. It's the 3rd time, guys. 3rd time Julian's on the video. He just booked a trip to Mexico. Yeah. Mexico with his girlfriend, yeah. Pretty good price. And kind of had me searching, trying to see if I want to do something with the girlfriend, but for Valentine's Day we have a 4-day trip, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna sit, enjoy my food. I'll see you guys in Boston.